This was, I meant to put this up for at the very, very end of Epstein, but we were kind of running behind. But this segues into everything we were just talking about with Levi. And I just want to throw this up. This is what's happening in MAGA town right now. You have people like this. You have Patriot Voice, who's coming out and saying, MAGA, it's not easy to admit you were duped. Believe me, I know what it's like firsthand, as I'm sure many of you know from my posts in the past 6 months or so. I'm sure many of you also feel the same way, and I'm very empathetic to that, especially after believing in something so much and putting endless effort and energy into what you thought was right for close to a decade. It absolutely sucks to go through the process of betrayal. Unload under this post and tell me how you feel, and I'll try my best to respond. Just know you're not alone. And this guy was very much a strong voice for Trump and MAGA, and he's doing this to his followers right now. I just pulled just a couple examples of replies, and these are people that are, they are listening. They're hearing what he's saying. And this guy, George, says, thanks for posting this. I'm currently going through the same realization. It's been eye-opening, to say the least. After years of supporting a movement I generally believe stood for truth and American values, it's clear that a lot of it was built on manipulation and empty promises. The sense of betrayal runs deep, especially when you're invested time, energy, and conviction. It's reassuring to see others speaking out and owning the shift. Appreciate you for creating space for that here. And here's one more. This is Ginny saying, I could deal with pretty much everything except this. So her breaking point was Epstein. I'll never forget this feeling of betrayal. I can't believe how much energy we've all put into this. We've entered our new American gilded age. And Patriot Voice responds, there's nothing that stings deeper than betrayal, but it's bittersweet in a sense because it also is liberating to know you aren't living a lie. And so these are real conversations that are happening. That was just an example. And I want people to see that that's happening right now in the MAGA area. And we want people to know, if you stumbled on our show and you see we are called the homeless left, we've gone through this already. We hear you. We feel you. We're not here to say, we told you. We just went through it a little earlier than you did. But here we are. And we're ready to say enough of the lies, enough of the betrayal. Let's come together, because there's a lot of shit we agree on more than we don't. And they didn't want us to know that. So here we are. And I think the movement can be even stronger now after what happened with Epstein today, Jay. So I just wanted to throw that out there into our space as we were going through this.
I agree, man. I said it before, I'll say it again. Trump is the Obama of the right. And that's what we're seeing right now. Obama had, a group of core supporters who would defend him no matter what he did. But he was part of the establishment. That was the wave he rode into office. And, we see the same thing with Trump. So, it's sad. But like you pointed out, we're seeing the same thing happen across the political spectrum. So clearly it's the way the system is designed and the parties are designed. So, we have to focus on that positive vision, moving forward, and try to focus on that. So the good news is, it's not all negative, because I don't know. I just hope people on the left realize that the right is going through the process of waking up and calling out their own leaders more quickly than the Democrats are right now. And credit should be given to them for that, no matter what you think of their ideology, no matter what you think about their opinions on different issues. They should definitely be commended, for the ones that are pushing back, for doing so openly and so loudly, because it was a slow leak with Obama. It was a slow drip with Obama. And to this day, a lot of people still support him. But, the Epstein issue affects everything, because it's one of the ways our politicians are being controlled. So it's not just about pushing a sensational story and, pushing tabloid headlines. No, this is a mechanism of power that's being used to control our government. And despite all Trump's talk about the deep state, his handling of this situation shows you, without a doubt, this ain't no damn 10D chess, man. He's part of it. What else do you need to see? He's part of it. And thankfully, MAGA has seen through it.